Hello there folks, I'm Dan Brown from asortofinterestinglife.com, and as I put my gloves on here, let's get ready to ride the absolutely ridiculously coloured, multicolour rainbow Fixie. This is a Mango Bike's bike, flip-flop back wheel, so you can have it free-wheel, single speed, or as a proper fixed gear, which is how I always ride it, which you'll notice I've only got the one front brake on. And as we cut our way across Oswestry, I'll explain a little bit more about this video. The intention was I was going to show you one of my classic sort of commutes between work and the boat. If you're not familiar, I do live on a little narrowboat, more cutting across Oswestry here. And this route that we're about to take is probably one of the routes that I have walked and biked probably well in excess of 1,000 times over the past sort of, I don't know, 5 years, maybe even longer, 6 years in fact. I mean, I was doing this twice a day, up to 4 days a week once upon a time, going to my friend's house out at Western Rin. But now that we're out of the town, it's basically just country lanes like this as far as the eye can see. So, like I say, I was intending that this would be another video where I was just biking around and going through all these amazing rural country spots and just showing you really what the day-to-day commute and life of Dan Brown on his little narrowboat is like. But, unfortunately, I got a puncture halfway down, so we don't actually make it to the boat, but we can still enjoy what we did get to film and see on the way. I particularly like this spot, you can see from my hand gesture there. It's really steep downhill, and it goes into a really steep uphill as well. Now, this is after we've had some of the big UK storms. This is a few days afterwards, so luckily all the flooding had cleared up. But you can see just from how much I'm shaking and how fast my feet are pedalling, because of course on a Fixie you can't stop. Just the sheer speed that you're heading at. But that then catapults you straight uphill into this next part, which is certainly, I don't know, I would say a very handy little boost. Because when I've ridden down there and met a car coming down the other way, starting from absolute scratch and going straight up that uphill, you can see a lot of the trees and bits of branches that have been cut up there. You can see, thumbs up, it was all good. But yeah, it's just this sort of rural country lane that I really wanted to show you. And this around the corner here, just coming into shot now, is notorious for flooding. Came down here the other week and all of what you're seeing was completely underwater, and I mean proper good fast flowing water. And really, like I say, these videos, I just want to show the sort of insight. When I say I've biked X amount of miles in and out of work, if you've seen my other videos, then these are the sorts of roads that I'm talking about. And because I do it all with no gears, luckily this isn't too hilly a route, but it certainly can be a challenge if I've got, say, like a 9 or 10 mile bike ride from wherever the boat's moored up at its point. I mean, there's a place known as the Brow, which is a very, very big hill, and I've managed to get to the top of it on the Fixie a couple of times, but I normally hop off and just push my way up, because I've obviously got 9 miles to ride. It's about 7:30 in the morning when I set out to get into work, got 8 hours of work to do, and then another 9 miles to ride back. So I tend to not push it on a work day. And unfortunately, there's the moment we all hated and dreaded to see, flat front tyre. Ugh. But what I'd been hoping to show you was more of this sort of thing, of just the general countryside and scenery of what I'm riding through all the time. And it's really these sorts of things that just adds to that, yes, this is the outdoorsy rural lifestyle, and just to go in and out of town to buy supplies or, I don't know, buy a few tins of soup and some pita breads, whatever I fancy. It's this sort of basic bike riding that ends up as a part of day-to-day life. So, thanks for watching, check out all my other stuff, subscribe, like the Facebook page, and check out my 2 books, The Narrowboat Lad and The Narrowboat Lad Living the Dream. And well, until the next time, have a fantastic day, and I will see you around soon.